network, lights on, electric eyes, starstruck, crawling in the dead dirt. Something is a-coming, something is a-coming, silver is the grip of the helping hand. Keep the song a-running, keep the song a-running, pull it to the heart of the brand. Feed the fire, set me free, in this city of dreams, push my mind into overload. Hack the wires, smash the gene, in this city of dreams, we'll be immortal in the code, mind into overload. Light flash, taking your breath away. Black spies, neon nights. Car crash, freedom in the disarray. Are you ready to fight? Something is a-coming, something is a-coming. Silver is the grip on the bread in hand. Keep the song a-running, keep the song a-running. Put it to the heart of the man. Beat the fire, set me free. In this city of dreams, push my mind into overload. Hack the wall, smash the cheat. In this city of dreams, we'll be immortal in the code. Mind into overload. Get out in the city of dreams. Get up, yeah, we're setting you free. Get up, the voice will never die. Feet up on the ledge, running out on the edge. Ghosts in the city of dreams. See the fire! See the fire! Go!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW Ground Zero. After a night of epic wrestling, we welcome our brand new women's champion, Sophia Rory.
Making her way to the ring.
XFW Wrestling War was off the charts last night with a number of title changes at hand, and one match that did not take place will be in our main event today, as Christopherson Pierce gets his opportunity to challenge Ultimo Shade for the XFW United States Championship. Michael Webster and Marshall Foskett, thank you for hitting that like button. But Sophia Rory captured the Women's Championship last night at XFW Wrestle War. And today she already makes her presence in the ring, going up against one half of Team Hotness, Emma Fox.
And from New York, Emma Fox.
Cornelius Hubbard, thank you for sharing our stream. As always, peace and love to you, sir. I want to welcome all the other fans here in XFW joining us on this rainy Sunday afternoon. Emma Fox really knows how to shake what her mama gave her, doesn't she? Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thanks to those who were there last night at XFW Wrestle War. as we witness some truly epic action going down. Unfortunately, Drago, still our world heavyweight champion, after once again the ministry pulling the wool over the eyes of XFW. And once again, the Hounds of Hell, Drago's minions, getting involved in that matchup. But right now, we're kicking things off, and our match is underway. And Emma Fox getting things started on our brand new women's champion. Driving her into the turnbuckle. Oh, Emma Fox out for blood tonight, looking to make a statement against the brand new women's champion. But Sophia Laurie firing right back. Couple shots in the forearms. Oh, shit, now countered by Emma Fox. Emma dropping down low. Sophia Laurie. Whoa! Into a head scissors. Sophia Laurie. Again, the innovative offense from this young lady is outstanding. And now with a face plant by Laurie, the brand new women's champion. And a cover, but a kick out. Laurie now back on the action. Counter by Emma Fox. Back into the corner we go. A lot transpired last night at Wrestle War, folks. We're going to cover some of that after this matchup. But right now, Emma Fox on the top, driving her down. Avalanche arm drag from the top rope. But Laurie quickly managed to get the shoulder up. Oh, it looks like it actually woke her up. Laurie now, full head of steam coming in. Driven down to the canvas, hair first, by Emma Fox. Emma definitely means business today. Not slouching around, looking to make a statement. Getting right in the face of the brand new women's champion, saying she belongs here. Ryan Shook, thank you for liking the stream. But the women's champion, resilient again, kick to the midsection. Hoist her up on her back. Look at this, Laurie. Oh, crucifix bomb, deep cover. But Fox gets the shoulder up. Wow, she was on the back of her neck and shoulders for that cover. Sophia Laurie really racked that one up. Emma Fox with a nice counter up. Fireman's lady takeover. Or Fire Ladies takeover. Trying to be PC correct there. Instead of saying Fireman's carry, but Laurie fires out of the gate with an outstanding spinning elbow drop. Into a brainbuster. Floats directly over. Pinning combination. But Emma Fox again gets a shoulder up. Sometimes I am truly astonished of how well Sophia Laurie handles herself in the ring. Simply the flow from maneuver to maneuver. She has not said where she got her training from. Showing up from the runways in Paris right to XFW. It's the first place she's ever competed in. But ladies and gentlemen, she is outstanding. Both ladies now back inside the ring. Sophia Laurie right back on the assault. Shot to the head after shot to the head. Spinning neck breaker. And rolls back. Laurie again, the innovative offense. This young lady knows what she's doing, but again, Emma Fox gets the shoulder up. Fox has gotten tougher and tougher over the last year. Oh! What a shot to the head that was by Fox. Just like giving props for being tough. Lights her up ever since joining Team Hotness. With her part of this young lady's only improved her in-ring attributes time and time again. And there's a roundhouse kick right to the head of the women's champion. Emma Fox now means business. As I stated earlier, she's looking to make a statement here. But Laurie again gets the shoulder up. This is our opening contest here. Ground zero. That time, Sophia Laurie with the spinning kick. Almost looked like a torpedo drop kick. Scoop slam. Emma Fox slides over the top. And again, a plethora of kicks. And a clothesline from Emma Fox. They've got a cover now on Laurie. Emma Fox looking for a pinfall as she scores a win over Sophia Laurie. After her first outing winning the championship, that can mean a monumental win for Emma Fox. And she takes her up and over. That could be it right there. We've seen Emma Fox use that in the past, but Laurie gets the shoulder up. Beautiful brainbuster from Emma Fox. Laurie back to her feet. Laurie up and over. Turns it into a DDT. Good Lord. She planted her like a lawn dart. Sophia Laurie planted her like a lawn dart Outstanding in-ring offense from Sophia Lory. Both ladies now staring off. Irish whip now by Emma Fox. Lory turns around in the corner, kick to the midsection. Goes in the middle. Beautiful springboard from Sophia Lory. Drops down on Emma Fox. That was impressive. Sophia front face lock, hoist her up. Into a Uranagi. Devastating impact. Wow. Emma Fox still gets the shoulder up. Impressively so. Clothesline now by the champion. And fires right back as Emma Fox. We've got to cover again. The champion staying prime. Getting herself back to where she needs to be. Catches the leg. Dragon corkscrew leg and takes her down. Emma Fox still with the counters time and time again. Panda position into a backbreaker. Emma Fox, showing she means business today. Face to face now these two get. Whoa. Dodging this drop kick, the second one. Finds a smart and a third one. Rolls through. High cross body takedown by Emma Fox, who is on fire. Oh, but she gets tossed. Sophia Lory getting back to her feet. And a stunner out of nowhere. Stunner by the women's champion. We got to cover. And that's it. Sophia Lory landing a quick, well-placed stunner. Gets the pinfall victory at the hard-fought battle. That was an impressive match to kick off XFW Ground Zero. I will say that, ladies and gentlemen. Emma Fox came out meaning business, and she really took it to the women's champion in our opening contest here on XFW Ground Zero. What a back and forth battle from these two. Bob Harris checking on Emma Fox. She might be hurt. Either that or maybe Bob's trying to make a pass. Usually, you know, it is Sunday. Bob usually has some mimosas around this time. What an absolute brilliant match between those two young ladies, but Sophia Lory capturing the XFW Women's Championship away from Jajin Sakamoto last night on XFW Wrestle War. Chris P. Bacon, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. Now, folks, last night, once again, the ministry was in full offense. And, folks, it's been an onslaught ever since. This was the first incident right here, many, many months ago with Drago setting his sights on the Destroyer, the former World Heavyweight Champion. Drago, unprovoked, coming in and attacking the Destroyer. This set forth a spark in XFW where Drago's minions, his forces, continue to attack all the top-ranking roster members here in XFW. And it got more and more difficult as time got on. Even wrestlers like Seth Walker were not free from the attacks of the ministry here in XFW. They kept targeting all the people they thought would get in their way. And it became more and prominent that it was the plan of the ministry, the MOD, as dubbed by the XFW fans, to dominate XFW. And right now, with the World Heavyweight Championship in their midst, they continue to do so. And I mean, even the other night, XFW Saturday Showdown, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet was looking to go toe-to-toe with the Butcher, but was attacked backstage. The Butcher landing an injury to Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, even though the two continued to battle last night on Wrestle War, which again saw the Butcher victorious over Bad Boy Marshall Sweet due to these injuries set forth by the Butcher himself. The ministry plays dirty, ladies and gentlemen, and no one can seem to stop them. So we'll continue to try to get more information as we have it. But right now, what the issue that took place last night, ladies and gentlemen, was this. Oh, let's get it. There we go. During the main event, Fenwick somehow materializing inside the steel cage and landing this tombstone piledriver to sway the tide of the World Heavyweight Championship match. Sam Ford the Tank was looking to be well on his way to winning the championship away from Drago until this happened. The lights went down. Drago gone when the lights come up. Fenwick in place and then landing this elbow. The lights go back out. Once they're back on, Drago's back in the ring and walked to victory, walking out the World Heavyweight Champion. Folks, I'm not sure what it is that's going to stop the ministry, if anything, here in XFW. But right now, we're going to head down to the ringside as newcomer Lincoln Marsh goes toe-to-toe with Terry Sexton next on XFW Ground Zero. And here comes the newcomer, Lincoln Marsh.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
This guy has no emotion other than anger, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the sneer on this guy's face.
Weighing in at 317 pounds.
We saw this man debut last week. Just anger and rage-filled Lincoln Marsh comes here and only means business. And he is a big boy, ladies and gentlemen. 6'4", 300 and some odd pounds. Still not a lot of backstory on Lincoln Marsh. We're going to have to get Dirk Webb in on that to find out what's going on with Lincoln Marsh. But today he goes up against the former Thunder from Down Under male exotic dancer. Yes, that is a mouthful. Terry Sexton.
41 pounds. Terry Sexton.
Terry Sexton making his way out to ringside. The man with more wiggle than a bowl full of jello. Logan Myers, thank you for liking the stream. Sexton definitely knows how to shake his moneymaker. But I guess he did a lot of that when he worked for the male dance group, the Thunder from Down Under. I'm afraid to see Down Under what, quite frankly. Terry better cut off the dance moves. Lincoln Marsh does not seem impressed by any of it. Marsh already swinging away. Swung once or twice wildly. Terry Sexton trying to dodge out of the way, but Lincoln Marsh now firing back. And now right hands and lefts. Terry, but Sexton will be more experienced inside the square circle. He spent more time in a wrestling ring than Lincoln Marsh. It might already come to shows. He dumps him over head over heels. Face first. Down goes the big man. Sexton, a former XFW Internet champion, has been setting his sights on the United States Championship and has not yet got himself there. Lawrence Williams, thank you for liking the stream. But the big man already down. Big right hand now from Marsh. Oh, and a double axe handle right to the throat, it looked like, from Marsh. And now hoisting up Terry Sexton. Sexton dumped from a fall-away slam. And Marsh now telling Sexton to come on, let's go. Wants to keep it battling going on. Again, we don't have a lot of information yet about Lincoln Marsh, about any wrestling history, where he got training from, where he spent his days, if he had any other fight training other than professional wrestling. He keeps to himself in the locker room, comes in quiet. All we know is the man walks in with a Red Bull and a large coffee, doesn't speak to anybody. And most time his wrestling boots are already on by the time he gets here to the arena. Suplex now from Marsh. The big man going to work. Very similar on how we saw his debut match last week. Keeping a majority of the match in control, overpowering his opponent. But right now, Terry Sexton is no one in the powers. Whoa. Sexton now all the way up. Sexton falling back with an elbow, well placed. As I was going to say, Terry Sexton, no slouch in the power department. The man is pound for pound a very strong wrestler here as he lifts the big man up and over, butterfly suplex, tossing Marsh damn near halfway across the ring. Now pinching down the trapezius, also trying to slow down the big man, using pressure points. Wise attack actually by Terry Sexton if he can cause the pain from Marsh, but he gets right back up with Terry Sexton quick to grab a front face lock. Again, you see the experience level, the difference between the two. Marsh, very lumbering, very robotic. But Terry Sexton, a little bit more flow between the moves, a little bit more methodical. Wild swing there by Marsh. Again, you see his timing off a little bit, trying to get this rhythm going. as the two circle now each other, again trying to feel out the match here. Sexton with a wrap-up. Sexton showing off a little bit fancier moves in this matchup. Again, dumping Marsh down. But again, Marsh overpowering, hoisting him up. Oh, whirlwind gutbuster. That'll leave a mark. Terry Sexton are writhing in pain. That was brutal. Marsh now again hoisting him up, looking for a second one. Another time down in that midsection. That is a devastating maneuver. You are put way up on that shoulder, 6 foot up in the air, driven down across the knee. Marsh now again, Marsh with his own double underhook, tossing Sexton over his shoulder. Front face lock now from Marsh. Thumbs down, he's given. This could be bad for Sexton. Drops him face first onto the canvas. Just brutality. But Sexton gets the shoulder up. Sexton still a little bit gas left in the tank. Getting right back in the face of Marsh. Sexton now with a knee strike. And a spear from Terry Sexton. Well placed. Drives the big man down. That'll cut down the tree. Sexton now trying to get his wits about him. Marsh turns him around in the corner. Knee strike to the midsection. The big man going to the middle rope. Elbow drop right across the neck from the big man. Sexton again firing back. Marsh puts him in the corner. Terry Sexton starting to slow down a little bit here. Oh no! Terry Sexton! Sexton setting up the shot here! You can see the fin out! Good night, Irene! You'll feel that tomorrow morning, I can guarantee you, when Marsh gets the shoulder up. I don't know how. I felt that all the way back here in the locker, in the booth. Ouch. Elbow shot now by Marsh. Into a snap suplex. Desperation time for Lincoln Marsh. Marsh again hooks up. Again, we're getting the thumbs down from Marsh a second time, looking for the suplex, and drives him down to the canvas. Terry Sexton face first with Sexton, already getting back up, looking to try to keep this match alive. Oh my God! He just stomped on his chest. And that's it. Wow. Lincoln Marsh just stomped on the chest of Terry Sexton. Looked like he's going for a big boot, but rode him all the way down to that canvas with that stomp. Right here. I thought this was the end of it, folks. Thought this right here was the end of it. But the big man pulls out a surprise victory over Terry Sexton. Here's this brutal, just nonchalant suplex from Lincoln Marsh. Marsh is here to mean business, ladies and gentlemen. Even celebrating, he still doesn't show that much emotion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for tuning in to XFW. Ground Zero here at XFW and Bloodsword6 Streaming, whether on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, or directly on Bloodsword6.com. Thank you for tuning in. Darley says he better get ice on his nuts. You're not wrong. Terry Sexton has used that move time and time again, folks, and there's been a lot of folks in the roster asking to ban that maneuver. However, Terry Sexton always says he kicks the turnbuckle, not the belt, not the beanbag. So technically, he's not breaking any rules. However, he still is breaking someone's balls. Pun intended, 100%. Now, folks, our main event today will be the XFW United States Championship match we did not get last night at XFW Wrestle War. Christopherson Pierce challenging Ultimo Shade in one-on-one competition, and the United States title held up for grabs. Christopherson Pierce winning this opportunity in a fatal four-way 2 weeks ago on XFW Danger Zone. Now, Ultimo Shade has won that championship, has no plans on relinquishing it, has defended it a number of times already successfully, and looks to have another one today. Both men were upset last night that the match could not take place on our big main stage at Wrestle War, but Christopherson Pierce still wanted that title match, and Ultimo Shade wants to defend it. So we get that match today on XFW grounds here, but right now the returning Seth Walker, who's been out for some time with injury due to the Ministry of Darkness, returning and goes head-to-head with Tyson Vader next on XFW Ground Zero.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making it
And here comes the lone wolf of XFW,
weighing in at 200.
Tyson Vader.
Tyson Vader.
At one point, the entire Wolfpack was here in XFW. Tyson Vader, the last remaining member of that group. Melissa's on. Thank you for liking the stream. His uncle Casey was the leader of the Wolfpack. But Pixie has liked this stream. Thank you, Pixie, as well. But young Tyson Vader took to the world of professional wrestling, took to the lifestyle that is pro wrestling, and decided to abandon the family business, so to speak, of the Vader Group, which was not well received by the rest of his family. It led to a battle of the Vaders, and Tyson coming out on top and remaining here in XFW. Melissa's on, sending us the Purple Heart. Thank you for that. And here, ladies and gentlemen, the former six-time World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Walker, returning to action.
Seth Walker.
Rather than Lay saying Pixie, the champ Pixie, one of the women's competitors over in TKW, or XFW's own Showtime, Shane Black, is the current reigning TKW World Heavyweight Champion. We saw Shane Black accompany his lifelong friend John Mad Dog Rogers to ringside last night during Wrestle War. But Walker coming back after being out for several weeks, after being attacked by the Ministry of Darkness. No one is safe from the animalistic attacks by the Ministry. Walker himself loves to put other members of the roster on the injured reserve list. Enjoy causing permanent damage to other wrestlers. Very sadistic way of competing. Walker will have a significant size and strength advantage over young Tyson Vader, but here we go. Tyson Vader, martial arts background, and very quick on his feet, but Walker already overpowering his smaller opponent with a neckbreaker. Walker will be looking to make a statement here as this young man tries to make his impact on XFW. Look at this, Tyson Vader already firing back. Shots to the midsection. But Vader again using his size and superiority to toss the young man over his shoulder. Tyson Vader with a knee lift and a knee strike to the face. Walker down. Walker finally crashing down to the canvas, and Tyson Vader firing back off. Walker levels him with an elbow. Walker again with a suplex. It is so tough to get Seth Walker off his feet, especially when you're giving up a size and strength advantage like you are. But young Tyson Vader blasting him and look at it, shoves him into the Bloodsword6.com table, but Vader absorbing the damage. Tyson Vader may not be strong enough to do significant damage. He might need to take it to the air like we've seen him do in the past if he has any hopes of walking away with the victory today. We've already got a cover by Walker. Kick out by Tyson Vader. Shot to the midsection now. Young Tyson trying to get back in this match. And again, you see the martial arts coming out. Oh, with Walker again, just overpowering Young Tyson just clubbing blows. Hip toss to help him back inside the ring. Walker looking to end this one quickly. Bear hug now by Walker. Tyson Vader desperate to get out of this maneuver. And a takedown now by Tyson Vader. Can he keep the big man down? Can he keep him off his feet? Walker just relentless, unforgiving, uncaring. Oh, judo-style takedown by Walker. That was impressive. And again, Tyson Vader finds himself rolling underneath the ropes, just trying to avoid the monster that is Seth Walker. Walker now starting to dominate this matchup. Vader again with an elbow, trying to stave off the attacks. And a knee strike again. Walker collapsing again. Can Tyson Vader find a weak spot? Combination of shots now. Rights and lefts and kicks from Tyson Vader. And a roundhouse kick. Takes the big man down. Vader might have found an opening. Wow. Tyson Vader picking the big man up and rolls through. Holds on a second time. And a second suplex. Tyson Vader now showing his own strength. Picking up the 300-pounder and tossing him the suplex. But Walker again with a snapmare. Handful of hair. It dumps him down to that canvas. Walker again, so strong, so powerful. Vader with a shot. What does Tyson Vader got to do to keep this man down? There we go. Vader now going to the outside. All the way to the top rope. Tyson Vader. Senton bomb, but the knees come up. The knees come up from Walker. Right to the arm. Vader with a forearm. Tyson Vader's got him up on the shoulders. GTS. German suplex. Holy cow. But again, Walker gets the shoulder up. Vader Starley finally get through the armor. That is Seth Walker. Walker looks like he might be getting tired. Walker's keeping this pace moving. Vader now all the way across the ring. Here he comes. Oh, and a kick to the face. Walker got that big size 12 up, and now a takedown. Walker saw that charge attack coming and put the boot up right into the mouth of Tyson Vader to stop all the way down, now stomping away again on young Vader. Vader again with a counter. Shot right across the jaw. Ushered now by Tyson Vader. Drop down, hoist him up. Flapjack by the Lone Wolf. But Vader getting right back up. Vader almost unfazed. Right hands down from Vader. Doing anything he can to keep the big man down. Vader off the rope. Moonsault this time it connects. Tyson Vader now going on a rant. Tyson Vader. Tombstone pile driver. Are you kidding me? We've got to cover. And again, Walker gets the shoulder up. Vader looks beside himself with grief. Combination of shots again from Vader. Vader finding himself going to the top rope again. That is a long way to go. Tyson Vader makes the jump. Gets it, but not all of it. Looked like he hurt his own back there. But Walker. Vader's got him on the shoulders again. Vader with a wind up off the ropes. A running kick square to the face. Are you kidding me? We got to cover again. Unbelievable. Young Tyson Vader with a win over Seth Walker. I would have not believed that in 1,000 years, ladies and gentlemen. This young man has elevated his game. Walker, who's already back on his feet, himself looks in disbelief. Wow, what a matchup. Walker coming back after injury. Tyson Vader, who is getting dominated in the opening parts of that match, managed to make a comeback and get a pinfall victory over a 6-time former World Heavyweight Champion. That win right there could elevate that young man square to the top here in XFW. Time will only tell, but a solid win for XFW's youngest wolf, Tyson Vader. I do not want to be backstage right now if Seth Walker goes on another one of his anger tirades, his giant baby hissy fits. I've seen it in the past, ladies and gentlemen. If any of the boys in the back are watching the broadcast, you take Tyson Vader, you get him his bags, you get him his car, and you get him back to the hotel before Seth Walker has a fit and tries to take it out on the young man in a fit of rage. But wow, what a victory for young Tyson Vader. Now, folks, again, the Ministry of Darkness has a stranglehold on XFW, and they continue to attack people left and right. And again, last night at Wrestle War, Sam Ford, the Tank, XFW's own G.I. Joe, was mere seconds away from winning the cage match against Drago when somehow, now the cage itself was meant to keep the other members of the MOD from getting inside the ring. But again, some of the lights went out, and Fenwick got inside the squared circle, and we showed this earlier, we're going to show it again, this tombstone pile driver right here from Fenwick, changing the course of the entire match. And again, Drago walks out to victory because when the lights went back out and came back on again, Drago was back inside the ring, escaped the cage, and walks away again World Heavyweight Champion. Folks, I don't know what it's going to take to get rid of the Ministry of Darkness here. Even if it's plausible, we don't know. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside as an old rivalry rears its ugly head as big-time Jim Slater clashes with a former multi-time World Heavyweight Champion, the most hated man in all professional wrestling, Brian Blaze, next on XFW Ground Zero. And here comes 1/3 of Evolution, big-time Jim Slater.
Making his way to the ring, representing Evolution from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 297 pounds, big-time Jim Slater.
Lifelong friend of Shane Black and John Mad Dog Rogers, Slater, 1/3 of the group known as Evolution here in XFW. Brian Blaze and Slater they know each other very well inside the ring. There is a mutual animosity and hatred between these two men as they have battled over the World Heavyweight Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, the most hated man in all of professional wrestling, Brian Blaze, the thorn in the sign of the destroyer for a number of years. The man who likes to cause physical and mental anguish to all his opponents, likes to get under their skin to get them off their game, Brian Blaze. Brian Blaze, an XFW original, multi-time World Heavyweight Champion. And sometimes it still amazes me how often Blaze will go out of his way to piss off not only his opponent, but the audience in comparison. Here we go, and these two already going at it. Blaze now swinging away rights and lefts against Slater. But Slater hoisting him straight up into a pile driver. Slater not wasting any time attacking Blaze. Big time Jim Slater was the first ever Extreme Opportunity briefcase holder here in XFW and actually cashed that briefcase in to win the championship away from Brian Blaze. Blaze with a knee strike. Second one doesn't go anywhere. Slater now absorbing all those shots from Blaze, grabbing a front face lock and an elbow across the back of the neck. Slater known for his ability to shrug off some of the biggest moves and wrestling out, tossing Blaze halfway across the ring with that Beal. Blaze fires back. These two are no strangers to one another. There's a shot again. Slater absorbing it, and the right hand of his own sends Blaze down to the canvas. Going for a bear hug now with Slater. Blaze trying to shrug it off, trying to get out of that grip, that death grip. Bear hug by Slater. Off the ropes, clothesline against Slater, stays on his feet, and Slater with a big boot. Brian Blaze, and stomping across the midsection. Brian Blaze trying everything he can. And a clothesline, this time Slater goes down. Back on his feet. Slater again. Horrible tie-up. Blaze winds up, tossing Slater up and over. Slater holds on. And the right hand. Slater finally on the outside. Brian Blaze not going to pursue. Probably trying to use this time wisely to recover himself a little bit. As Slater has dominated the opening portion of this match. And now Blaze taking the time to taunt the audience. You got to be careful. Knee strike again. Headlock takedown now. Blaze resorting to ground tactics. Try to slow down the big man who easily has a more powerful frame than Brian Blaze. Oh, here we go. Blaze now getting into the mind of big-time Jim Slater. Slater now falling for it. Takes him up and over. Again, you see Blaze with the trash talking, and Slater not having any of it. Puts him into a power or a belly-like suplex, and now a powerbomb. Slater now again stomping over him. Using a 300-pound frame as a weapon. And clubbing blow across the top of the head. Slater now sidewalk slam. Again using a powerful body and frame to do all the damage to Brian Blaze. Blaze with the counter. Knee strike to the midsection. Blaze just ripping the head and neck of Slater down the canvas. But Slater right back in his face. Slater right back at Blaze, and Blaze now exiting the ring. That was on the outside, and a big boot again. Blaze trying to play mind games, but Slater knows those games. He knows the tricks Blaze tries to employ, and Slater is going to have none of it. Blaze shoves the big man back inside the square circle. Blaze now still taking his time. Blaze heading around the ring. Slater coming through. Whoa. Blaze now just toying again with big-time Jim Slater. In and out of the ring. Cat and mouse game now going on. Blaze coming through the knee strike right around the ring post on the blind side of Slater. And now Slater's into the ring post. And this is the mind games. These are the cat and mouse games that Blaze likes to play in the ring. But Slater again resilient. Slater goes over the ropes. Blaze goes back inside. And another knee strike from Brian Blaze. Stomp right on the nose now. Now Blaze getting cocky. Drives the knee right to the side of the head of big-time Jim Slater. We've got a cover. Slater too much left in the tank. Blaze now mounting repeated shots down to the head of Slater. And a stomp for good measure. And now Blaze giving the universal sign that somebody's hurt. Maybe signifying that he's hurting big-time Jim Slater, I'm not sure. Whoa, Slater doesn't look like he's hurt. Slater's right back into his face. Slater having a front face lock. And blasting Blaze into the turnbuckle. Big-time Jim Slater, just like that, spinning this match around. Bad position now for Brian Blaze. Kick to the face. Scoop slam by Blaze. These two have been in the ring so much against one another. It's like they're in the same frame of mind. They know each other so well. Blaze now turning his back on Slater to mock the crowd. And Slater makes him pay for it. Slater makes him pay for it. Blaze catches him. Sidewalk slam now by Brian Blaze. Whoa! Double finger salute to the audience. No need for that. But again, you're talking about Brian Blaze here, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze now on top. Uh-oh, Blaze double underhook. Into the DDT. We've got a cover. And Brian Blaze lands the double underhook DDT. And somehow Slater gets the shoulder up. Right hand now by Slater. Fights right back, drives him down to the backbreaker. Slater now getting the adrenaline flowing, getting behind this capacity crowd. Blaze trying to get back to his feet. Slater puts him up on the shoulders. Into the turnbuckle. I think Slater's busted open. Powerbomb out of the corner. Slater now firmly in control of this matchup. Blaze again going to the shoulder, attacking the limbs. Up and over goes Slater. Holds on the top rope though, but Blaze right back in his face. Not going to give Slater much time to recover. Suplex. Blaze can't capitalize. And here we go again, the cockiness of Brian Blaze. And another knee strike. Slater now, right shots directly to the face. Oh, and a body tackle. Slater means business tonight. Blaze back to his feet. Slater hooks him up. Pile driver. Slater now back in the driver's seat. Shot across the back by Blaze. Blaze. DDT a second time from Brian Blaze. We've got a cover. Blaze with the victory. Hard fought battle, but Brian Blaze comes out victorious over Slater. In a hard fought battle back and forth. You see the blood pouring from the top of the head of big time Jim Slater. Blaze does definitely not look like he won the battle, but he did get the pinfall and will walk away victorious tonight. One of our audience members just said that someone in their family has gotten the COVID-19 virus. Cornelius, our hopes and thoughts are with your girlfriend, hopefully for a speedy recovery, and hoping it's not too damaging and she recovers fully from it. COVID-19 definitely not something to fool around with. A lot of controversy around the vaccine, folks. I've got it. There's no ill effects. If you have the opportunity to, I recommend you getting the vaccine. Save yourself, save your family. Wear the face mask if you're not getting it. Cornelius, my heart goes out to you. Hopefully she has a full recovery and she is not suffering during this time. Best wishes, sir, for you and your girlfriend. And stay safe yourself. It is nothing to... I myself had it last year, and I am someone who... I don't get sick that often. And when I do, I power through it. I can also say in my life, this is one of the things that put me down for 2 weeks. It was one of the most painful things in my life. This is from shattering my ankle, broken ribs. At one point, I separated retina. Folks, I've been through a lot. I've got a broken finger right now. But it is a totally different thing. Imagine all the different, the sickness, the flu, everything you can imagine in your life is all culminated in a one massive effect with COVID-19. It's something to reach around for. Cornelius, again, you're welcome. Please stay safe. Please get better shortly, and hopefully all will be fine for you and your girlfriend. Excuse me, didn't mean to cough there, folks. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, here on XFW, not only do we, one of the title changes that took place last night at XFW Wrestle War, we have brand new XFW Tag Team Champions. You heard that right. Power and Glory were upset last night at the hands of the James Boys. You heard me right there, ladies and gentlemen. The James Boys are brand new XFW Tag Team Champions. Right now I'm struggling to find the music. I was too busy wishing Cornelius good luck there. And best fight, I forgot to load my music for the next match. But the James Boys upsetting Power and Glory last night in a hard-fought battle, and today they make their debut as brand new Tag Team Champions as they clash with High Voltage next on XFW. Do not be sorry, Cornelius. Do not be sorry. I distracted myself. Do not be sorry. All sincerity, do not be sorry. Get well. Let's head down to ringside. New Tag Team Champions in action next on Ground Zero. Billy Miles and Terry Sabin, High Voltage. We have not seen these two in some time after they had a spout and a disagreement over the past few tag team matches they've had. We saw them exchange a couple words and look like animosity inside the ring, but they're back tonight together. And tonight they will go head to head with their brand new XFW Tag Team Champions. And here come the James Boys.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of
The twins from Texas.
4 pounds,
The XFW Tag Team Champions, the James Boys, making their way down to ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, if I did not see this with my own eyes last night, I would not believe it. These young men have not even been in XFW for 6 months, but a number of key victories set them on the path for #1 contendership, and last night capturing the XFW Tag Team Championships away from Power and Glory. This is a non-title matchup, but a win here tonight for High Voltage could go a long way in giving them an opportunity to challenge for the titles, and here we go. Collar double tie-up right inside the middle of the squared circle. Billy Miles forcing, I think that's Lance in the ring. That's Lance. Back to the corner, home territory. And Billy Miles going right back in, hoisting him up. High angle DDT. Lance James already down. We've got to cover. Bob right in position. But Lance gets the shoulder up. This is the first time these two teams are ever meeting here at XFW in a ring. As I said, High Voltage has been having some turmoil between the two members of the team. They took a little bit of a hiatus and a vacation to center themselves and get themselves right. Lance James fires back with a shot right across the chin of Billy Miles. The last time I saw Miles and Sabin inside the square circle, they were going up against the White Dragons. The Dragons walked away with the victory. Sabin and Miles had words outside, did not look happy. They came to blows backstage in the locker room, but it seems they've made up. They've been friends for a long, long time. Right now they seem to be back on the same page. Side rush election now by one half of the tag champs, Lance James. Tag, in comes Alex. Sabin still down. Alex rolling him now towards the center of the ring. Leg drop right across the jaw. We've got a cover. Billy Miles gets the shoulder up almost with ease after being on the receiving end of some damage. Miles now dodging away, trying to take out the base of Alex James. Drop kick countered. Miles up on the shoulder of Alex. Alex press, slamming him up, drops him down to the canvas. Well, I'll tell you what, the tag champs look better than they did last night. If you go back, ladies and gentlemen, watch XFW Wrestle War. Easy Money and Blake the Body Harris started the match off dominating. Much like Harris did to Alex James on XFW Saturday Night Showdown, absolutely destroyed Alex in one-on-one competition. Tagging comes Terry Sabin now, the other member of High Voltage. But the James boys were looking like all hope was lost last night. But drug the match out and pretty much just survived that match last night and got a surprise victory. Oh, what a cutter by Terry Sabin, leveling Alex James. A diving tag, nobody home. Diving tag, brings in Lance. Sabin crashing down on an empty canvas. And now it's clothesline over the ring. We got two members on the outside. And now Lance going to the top. Elbow drop from 16 feet in the air. Sabin, desperation, shoves him back inside. Terry Sabin now in control. Hoist him up, knee cracker. Holds on again into a Crusher Dragon leg whip. Nice combination by Terry Sabin, attacking the limbs. Overhead wrist lock now, trying to slow down Lance James. Trying to keep that tall, slender frame down and on the canvas where he can do less damage. Scoop slam. Trying to find a tag. Lance breaking the opportunity. Up and over the top now goes one half of the tag team champions. And again, another shot across the jaw. Lance now with a windup. Sends him into the turnbuckle. Here comes Lance. Clothesline in the turnbuckle. Bending Sabin. And now a knee strike. Beautiful follow through by one half of the tag champions. Terry Sabin, good ring awareness. Rolls underneath the ropes. Forcing Lance to back off. Then go back to square one. Sabin now with the arm. Snapmare takes him over. Wraps him up. Beautifully executed. Look at the transition into a half crab by Terry Sabin. James with those long legs, though, breaks out and lands a clothesline. But Sabin rolls through. Go! Drop kick to the back of the head. Didn't look like he got all of them, but enough to drop one half the tag champs down on the canvas. In comes Billy Miles. Beautiful power slam now. Miles and Sabin have had two opportunities to challenge for the tag team championship, and neither have been successful. Lance now hoisting him up. Old school powerbomb. Delivers Miles to the canvas hard, but he still gets the shoulder up. That was a hard impact. Again, the James boys are two very tall individuals. That's a long way to fall with a powerbomb. And a longer way to get dumped to the outside by a back body drop. Oh! And Terry Sabin gets taken off the apron. What is this? What is this? In a powerbomb, Billy Miles taking out a distracted Alex James. Tyke Lyons, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. Miles with a headbutt. Or Alex James with a headbutt, I should say. Irish him now into the turnbuckle. Body splash in the corner. Billy Miles in trouble. Owen Bushy, thank you for liking the stream. Tag, in comes Alex or Lance, I don't know. He's on the middle rope. Drives it down. Elbow flare across. We got a cover. Almost a 3 count. But Terry Sabin saving his partner. What is this? Sharpshooter now put on by Lance James. Both members of High Voltage are down. Sharpshooter put on, famous move by Texas, and he's got a tap. Wow. James boys winning by submission over High Voltage. Wow. Unbelievable back and forth battle. But again, high voltage, seeming like they had a little bit of miscommunication. Sabin and Miles coming up with the L. There's the body splash.
Here are your winners.
The brand new XFW Tag Team Champions victorious today on XFW Ground Zero. What a turnaround for the Lance boys after last night. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Alex and Lance James defeating Easy Money and Blake the Bud Harris to capture the XFW Tag Team Championships last night at XFW Wrestle War. And a very much what I still consider to be an upset match, folks. It was impressive. It was definitely a high point for the James boys. But we've heard Easy Money and Blake the Bud Harris are looking to cash in. They do have a rematch clause. Easy Money almost always has one in his contracts because he knows that's where the money is in championships. So Power and Glory will be looking to activate their rematch clause at their earliest convenience. Now, some folks thought that they were going to do it this week on Danger Zone. They've been asked. They said they are not. They're going to pick their opportunity to cash that rematch clause in, and they said they will take back the XFW Tag Team Championships. Now, folks, when we're talking about cashing in, last night, yesterday, during the day, before XFW Wrestle War, Daniel, thank you for liking the stream, and welcome to XFW Ground Zero. A surprise match was thrown together yesterday at XFW Wrestle War. During the midst of the days, when the booking committee was getting together all the matches and finalizing the card, they realized they had an open slot. So some genius said, let's throw out the Extreme Opportunity Briefcase once again. Wow, Gaming, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. This is Ground Zero. So last night we had a TLC match, 4 competitors in the ring. The Extreme Opportunity Briefcase hanging for the top. Daniel, Dino Gaming, thank you for joining us and welcome to XFW. And last night, Mark Collins, realization came into effect as they reached up and grabbed the Extreme Opportunity Briefcase and now has an opportunity with Destiny at his choosing. However, he's going to want to think about that because Drago is still the World Heavyweight Champion. But ladies and gentlemen, Mark Collins in action next on XFW Ground Zero. And Mark Collins. Surprisingly, Collins not coming out with the briefcase in hand. Probably trying to hide it and keep it safe, as we've already heard a number of people want to take it away from Collins, but was victorious last night on Ground Zero. Wrestle War. And now has a date with Destiny at his convenience.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, Mark Collins.
Already a multi-time United States and XFW Internet Champion, the only man in XFW history to hold 2 championships at the same time is Mark Collins. And now has an opportunity at his choosing to challenge for the XFW World Heavyweight Champion. A lot of folks thought he might cash it in last night after the cage match, but after seeing the MOD and their hounds of hell, their minions coming out of the woodwork and coming out of the dark corners of the arena, it's probably smart that Collins didn't. He's going to want to pick that opportunity at a very, very precise time. But today, Collins goes up against a newcomer, tenacious Terry Flynn.
Weighing in at 239 pounds, tenacious Terry.
Chris Thaney, thank you for liking the stream. The Duke of Potatoeville in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, find yourself the Duke of Potatoeville Gaming on Facebook. You will not be sorry. Quite frankly, one of the best accents in all of Facebook gaming. The Scotsman himself, Duke Christini, in the house. Thank you, Chris, for joining us. Daniel, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan of XFW. Tenacious Terry Flynn. Some folks have said he belongs in the same category with Sweet Sedan. Stan doesn't belong inside a squared circle. Young man is so far 0-1 and now goes up against Mark Collins in one-on-one competition, but starting things off quickly as Flynn dodges a clothesline and takes down the Extreme Opportunity briefcase holder. Draw kick now from Flynn, well executed. Got to give the man credit for that. An early cover, but no way he's getting at Collins that early in the game. Collins now fires back with the right hand, clubbing over the top of the head. Flynn now with a nice counter. Flynn's coming out way ahead tonight. Oh, Collins levels him with a kick square to the head, cutting out the momentum. But Flynn right back on the assault. Collins dumps him over the top rope out to the hard arena floor. Bob Harris going to start the count. Flynn now back inside. Here comes Collins. Up and over. Floater does go for DDT. Turned it into a neck breaker. Collins down with a cover. Flynn gets the shoulder up. Collins missing the kick. And now look at this. Flynn stealing the move. Getting his own float over neck breaker. Only getting a 1 count. Collins gets the shoulder up. Collins now with the Extreme Opportunity briefcase. A lot of folks felt Mark Collins should go take a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship some time ago. Now that he's free of the entourage, Collins seems to be a little bit more level-headed, a little more on his game inside the square circle, and has humbled himself a little bit, lost a little bit of the ego, a little bit more serious about his in-ring abilities, his trainings, and quite frankly, folks, it's starting to show. Ushered in the turnbuckle now by Collins. Flynn turns things around on him. Driving his shoulders down into the breadbasket is Terry Flynn. I look back to some of the matches that Mark Collins has had in his XFW career, the times he's going back and forth with Showtime Shane Black over the United States Championship. Some absolutely brilliant matches between those two stars. Front facelock now by Collins. I got to give Flynn credit though, ladies and gentlemen. He has done very well for himself in the match he had earlier last week, and now keeping in pace with Mark Collins is something that a lot of superstars cannot do. But Flynn so far has been handling his own. Oh, that'll ring your bell. Collins clapping the ears into a neck breaker. Collins is so methodical, so planning out inside the ring. A nice mix of technical and high-flying abilities by Collins. Wind up shot in the turnbuckle. Collins now shotgun drop kick. Blasting Terry Flynn back in the turnbuckle. But a kick out. Flynn managed to get the shoulder up. Collins looked like he thought he had that one. He's put a number of opponents away with that move. That impact from the drop kick. And then the sheer impact of being driven back into the turnbuckle a second time. Collins goes to the eyes. I just gave Collins a little bit of credit for being, whoa! Nice counter by Terry Flynn. Ensaguri, did you hear the impact on that one? Ladies and gentlemen, there's the neckbreaker. Watch this kick again. Watch this shot by Terry Flynn. Boom! Right across the noggin of Collins, and now brings him in the hard way with a suplex. Flynn has taken charge of this matchup. Collins with a nice counter. Drop kick in the corner. Flynn coming out. Collins now standing over Flynn. Kicked in the midsection. Uh-oh, Collins. Rip cord cutter. That might be all she wrote. That's it. The Extreme Opportunity briefcase holder gets the victory. But I got to give Terry Flynn, ladies and gentlemen, Uh-oh, Flynn's already back up. Look at this. Is this on the up and up? Is this on the level? All right, Flynn with a handshake. Collins even shaking the hand. Surprisingly, again, we talk about how Collins has humbled himself, being a good sport, and they're going to show a little bit more of that right then and there. Mark Collins victorious and even showing some good sportsmanship. I think Mark Collins has really turned the side here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, ever since getting himself away from Morgan Steiner and Seth Walker and the other group, the Entourage, Mark Collins has focused more on himself and his in-ring abilities and getting himself back in the title hunt. And now with the Extreme Opportunity briefcase in his hands, Collins really does need to focus. And again, all because the World Heavyweight Champion is still Drago in the Ministry of Darkness. Again, folks, we talked about this again last night. The Tank, Sam Ford, was primed and ready to win the cage match when this transpired. The lights went down. And when they come back up, Drago is nowhere to be found. But the monster Fenwick inside the ring, delivering a tombstone pile driver to the Tank. And then the monstrous Fenwick elbow drop, the 500-plus pound coming down on the chest of the Tank. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, watch this. Boom! All the wind coming out of the chest and lungs of the Tank. And then again, the lights go back out. Come back on. Drago is now back inside the ring and easily walks out of the cage as the XFW World Heavyweight Champion again. Folks, we're not sure what it's going to take to end the reign of the Ministry, if anything at all here in XFW. Their iron grip continues to strangle XFW week after week. But right now, folks, our main event mere seconds away. This match was slated for last night. Mary Bird, thank you for liking the stream and welcome. You're just in time for our main event of XFW Ground Zero, the XFW United States Championship on the line. Christopherson Pierce has been waiting for this moment, winning this opportunity in a fatal four-way a few weeks ago. But Ultimo Shade, who fought for this title for 2 years to get to the spot that he's in, now with a number of successful title defenses under this belt, has no plans of relinquishing it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head to the ringside. Your main event starts right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Extreme United States Championship.
And here comes the challenger, Christopherson Pierce. As he said many, many times, claims to be the 26th line, or the 26th in line for the throne of England. I still don't know how true that is. That could just be a claim he makes, because quite frankly, no one's looking to see who the 26th person in line is for the throne of England. No one cares. He's not part of the royal family. But I will give credit where credit is due, and Christopherson Pierce is an absolutely outstanding in-ring performer. However, he has not yet captured any singles title. Well, no legitimate singles titles. He did hold the $1 million title here in XFW. He took away from the Maniacal Glee, but that was not a legitimate championship. But now with an opportunity tonight, but again, he will go head-to-head with the most brutal striker in XFW, Ultimo Shade. And here comes the United States Champion now. Ultimo Shade. This young man from Kyoto, Japan, set his sights on the United States Championship some time ago. But each and every time his path was set, he got diverted by other people looking to get rid of him, looking to get them out of his way. sidetracked with injuries, deception, but finally found his opportunity and took that championship away from Savage Andre Stevens, and now has defended it against the likes of Aiden Scott, Mason Storm, and more, and now looks to continue his reign here as United States Champion.
Introducing the challenger from Chelsea, England, weighing in at 210 pounds, Prince Christopherson Pierce.
Rick Fletcher, thank you for liking the stream and welcome. It is time for our main event.
Weighing in at 216 pounds, he is the Ultimo Shane.
Thank you for sharing also, Mr. Fletcher. Ultimo Shade staring down. Zach Arrow over on Twitch, thank you for following. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for joining us. Bob holding up that championship, our main event, mere seconds away. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, we are off and running. United States Championship up for the line is Ultimo Shade taking an early lead, tossing. Christopherson Pierce over here with a suplex. Ultimo Shade already referring those quick strikes, knee strikes, elbow strikes, and again a shot right across the temple of the challenger, Christopherson Pierce. Ultimo Shade will be looking to use those martial arts prowess, that Japanese strong style, to maintain the United States Championship. Of Christopherson Pierce, I'm sure, folks, will use every dirty trick in the book he can right now, holding Ultimo Shade by the horns of his mask, blasting his head off the canvas. European uppercut. And another one. This time goes in the air. Christopherson Pierce does have a number of high-profile victories under his belt here at XFW. He's had pinfalls over the Destroyer, Brian Blaze, Showtime Shane Black, and more. But his ego and overconfidence sometimes are his own worst enemy. Irish whip now. And again the uppercut. From Christopherson Pierce levels the United States champion. But here comes Shade with a left hook. Shade on a knee strike right to the snout. Levels the challenger. Ultimo Shade now dragging him towards the center of the ring. Shade now working on the arm. And drives him down to the canvas shoulder first. That'll separate your shoulder quickly. Ultimo Shade now in control. Shade now going to the top. High Red District. Shade looking for it. Shade comes out to a beautiful senton bomb by Shade, delivered big time to Christopherson Pierce. What a shot we've got to cover now. But only a kick out. Only a one count, I should say. Pierce now getting back to his feet. Elbow shot again by Shade. Pierce fires back. Takedown now by the 26th man in line of England. And now Pierce, the cockiness coming through. Pierce now setting up Shade. All his weight now on the back of Shade, strangling him on the ropes. We talked about earlier, Pierce will be using low tactics, and there you go with Shade with the counter, DDT. Ultimo Shade leveling the single arm DDT, and down goes Christopherson Pierce. Knee strikes again by Ultimo Shade. Elbow shot, knee strike. Good lord, the combinations from Shade delivered to the challenger Christopherson Pierce as they battle today in FFW Ground Zero over the United States Championship. Front face lock now by Shade. Clubbing blows to the back as he continues to dominate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pierce dumps him over the top rope. Both men now on the outside. Stomping away on Shade is Christopherson Pierce. Uppercut again on the outside. And now stomping away is Pierce on Shade. Gut wrench suplex now by Pierce. Dumping the champion. Head over heels on the outside. Shade shoving him back in now. But Pierce already getting back to his feet. Shade on the ropes. Shade up. Pierce able to counter through. But Shade with a knee strike again. Michael Soper, thank you for following and welcome to XFW. Irish whip counter. Down goes the referee and an uppercut again. But Shade right back up. Shade getting his face and gets a clothesline. Christopherson, Pierce now on a roll. Shade getting back to his feet, fighting through. Big time shot there by Shade. Shade with an Irish whip in the corner. Collar double type in the corner. Kick to the midsection now by Pierce. Pierce, sunset flip, down goes Shade. All impact, no bridge. Christopherson, Pierce now primed and ready. Standing over. Ultimo Shade. Kick to the midsection. No, say it ain't so. Tower of London connects to Ultimo Shade. We've got a cover. 2. Shade gets the shoulder up just before it comes down. Wow. Talk about resiliency. Talk about seat of your pants. Shade now rolls through, drops him down. Shade with a roundhouse kick. Delivered to the side of the head of Christopherson. Pierce, we've got a cover. Pierce still gets the shoulder up. Both of these men fighting for everything and anything. The United States Championship on the line. Ultimo Shade now on the top rope. Calling his shot. Pierce trying to get back. Trying to get back on his feet. Shade comes off. Drive. Ooh, nobody home. Tried to drive the elbow with Pierce dodging out of the way. Shade off the ropes. Uppercut again from Pierce. Ultimate now rolling to the outside. Christopherson, Pierce back in the driver's seat. Shade can barely keep himself up. Shade going to the ropes again, and a knee strike delivered right to the jaw of Christopherson, Pierce. And Shade back in control here. Shade to Black! Just like that, Shade to Black connects. Pierce is out. Pierce is done. And Ultimo Shade pulls off the victory. Ultimo Shade, the hard-fought battle, gets the victory over Christopherson, Pierce. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. What is this? Shade extending the hand. Wow. Christopherson, Pierce raising the hand of Ultimo Shade. I would not thought that if I didn't see it with my own eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW Ground Zero. We'll see you Friday night. We'll be back live. XFW Danger Zone. Do not miss it. Hit that notify button. Share it out. Send out the word, ladies and gentlemen, XFW Wrestling here on Bloodsword6 Streaming, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We'll see you next time on XFW. Thank you for your continued support.